Sa 10 design nilalabas namin, siguro mga 7 designs ang hindi kikita. Pero yung 3 designs na yan, pag kumita yan, bawing-bawi ngayon yung losses dun sa 7. My business is managing failure. If I have less failure, I have higher profitability.
And maraming tao would choose sweldo versus commission. Bakit?
Steady. Yung bang predictable yan. Kaya magtrabaho ko, kaya matulog ako, kaya wala akong ginawa, nag-auto cart lang ako. Andyan yung steady stream of income. What they don't understand is, it costs you a lot. One of the biggest reasons kung bakit yung mga tao ayaw pumasok sa sales,
Bakit?
the fear of rejection.
Yes.
Kako yung lang word na rejection is wrong.
Money Masters with Chin Key Tan.
The views and opinions expressed by guests on Chink Positive are their own and do not necessarily represent those of the producers, hosts, or network. Chink Positive is for entertainment and informational purposes only. While guests may share insights on financial and business topics, this does not imply endorsement of any products or services. Viewers should perform with their own research.
Due to insistent public demand, we are bringing back, marami sa inyo nagre-request nito, he's one of the most thought-provoking leader in terms of especially teaching about leadership. Let us welcome no other than Mr. Francis Kong. Palakpakan naman!
Maraming salamat, Chinky. Thought-provoking saka insistent public demand. Para akong pelikula.
Oo nga blockbuster talaga.
Okay.
Di ba, can you remember the first interview yun that I did with you? Di ba, ang dami talaga mga comments. I'm sure marami rin nag-message sa'yo.
Oo, alam mo yung first interview na ginawa natin, ginawa yan doon sa unopened restaurant ng anak kong yung pangalan Now Now. Tapos, di ba, sofa lang yan. Yung backdrop niyan is kitchen, open kitchen. Tapos, nung dumating ako, galing yata ako sa engagement.
Yeah.
So, ang feeling ko, medyo pagod ako ng konti, nakaupo akong ganyan. Alam mo, hindi ko napansin
Na wala ka palang socks.
wala akong socks and everything. Mukha akong kagagaling sa shower o kaya sa bed. But, thank you. Thank you for that opportunity.
Yeah, it's really an honor and privilege. And again, before we start this short conversation with Francis, I just like to acknowledge, again, give honors due. The reason why I have a channel right now, I have a platform right now, I have a career right now as a book author and a speaker is because of Francis Kong.
Thank you. Lagi mo sinasabi yan, ako tuloy nahihiya.
Bakit?
Kasi pagka ina-attribute mo yung pinanggalingan mo and where you go, no, hindi ako yon. I was just a spark that drove you. And isa pa, hindi mo lang alam, hindi pa kita sinisingil eh.
Buti na lang, buti na lang. So right now, I want to, kasi we are, we call ourselves iponarios. We want to teach people about financial literacy, discipline, and responsibility.
Right.
And we are using a methodology called CHIP method.
Okay.
C stands for create. Kailangan marunong kang gumawa muna ng pera. Diba? Because God has given us the ability to produce wealth.
Produce wealth. Yeah.
Next is handle. Kailangan marunong kang humawak ng pera.
Okay.
Kasi kahit na magaling kang gumawa ng pera, pero hindi ka marunong humawak ng pera, ubos pa rin ang iyong pera.
Agree.
And God wants us to become faithful stewards.
Right.
And then third, it's I, yung invest.
Oo.
Kasi at the end of the day, it's not how much money you make, it's not how much money you save, it's how much money you grow.
Correct. Yeah.
Kasi, di ba, para pagdating na panahon, kahit wala ka ng work, may papasok pa rin pera. And P is protect. Kahit na magaling ka mag-create, mag-handle, invest, but if you fail to protect, pwedeng maubos. One bad financial decision, one disaster, one emergency can wipe out all of you.
Ganda ng meaning. Akala ko kanina, NVIDIA at pang AI na chips or something. But that's good.
So right now, let's talk about first yung creation. Nina Francis, ikaw, ano yung perspective mo when it comes to creating money? Ano yung pinaka-best, especially for people na wala mo ng pera?
Lahat naman tayo nag-uumpisa doon. Wala pong nakitang sanggol pinanganak na marami siyang hawak na pera. Diba? But eventually, nakakaroon ng opportunity yung tao if that person realizes na you have to start with managing your God-given resources and talents. Halimbawa, kahit wala kang pera, kung meron ka namang talent and resource to be so curious, gusto ko nag-aaral, and then at the same time, the more you learn, the more you observe, the more nakakaroon ka ng goal. So yung goal na yan is what are the seeds that are planted towards the creation of something that can drive you towards that goal. So yung create is not creating money as the very first start. It's the creation of my position and preparation for opportunities na magbubukas wherein you can go to the next one.
Yeah. Like for example, ikaw, when you started, ano yung first source of income mo?
Wala, puro savings lang naman yan. Pagkatapos, hindi pa nga ako marunong mag-save eh. Pero, when I started now, when I went into work,
No.
napakababa talaga ng sweldo ko. Tapos,
Pwedeng malaman kung magkano. Income reveal.
ang unang job ko is 350 pesos per month with 150 pesos emergency allowance. Emergency talaga yan, di ba? So, tapos, nagtatrabaho ako 8 hours a day. Yung nanay ko, naawa sa akin. So sabi niya, paano ka mag-survive dyan? So nilulutuan niya ako. Nagbabaon ako. Nakikikain pa yung mga office mate ko na mas malaki ang sweldo. Di ba? Talagang life is very cruel. Ano? Pero, the one thing I realized is that hindi ako nakatingin sa sweldo eh.
Huh?
Nakatingin ako dun sa ano ang pakinabang ng company na to sa akin in terms of knowledge.
Wow.
So I'll give you one tip. Habang ang office work namin ay 8 to 5, pumapasok ko ng mga 7 o'clock, umuwi ako ng mga 6. Bakit? Kasi tahimik ko lang tao. Inaaral ko ngayon mga memorandum. Inaaral ko yung mga organizational chart. Kinikilala ko kung ano yung mga taong importante din sa chart. Ano ba talagang ginagawa nila? Tapos, I created the drive to pretend as if one day I will be like them, no? And so, I started that within 2.5 years na nakakaroon ako ng promotion. Siyempre, nadadagdagan ng ang pera. But one thing, ang nakakatawa, kung kailan pinomote akong assistant plant manager, doon ako nag-resign.
Why?
Kasi one day, tinignan ko yung planta, no? Sabi ko, ba't wala akong nakikitang kulay rito? It's a concrete manufacturing company. Siyempre, lahat ng kulay, gray. Batang-bata pa ako. And at the same time, dahil nag-aaral ako, umuusbong ngayon yung industriyang, ang tawag natin ay RTW.
Okay.
Fascinated ako doon. Paano mo pa na mass production yung damit na hindi mo sinusukatan yung bawat isa?
Okay.
So, pumasok ako ngayon doon sa garments industry. Ang entry level ko naman dyan, taga-bihis ako ng mannequin sa show window. That's called visual merchandising. Pero ito yung katwiran ko. Mapapa rin ang sweldo. Pero ang katwiran ko dyan, ngayon, wala namang hanap buhay na nakakahiya. Di ka naman nagnanakaw. Pero yung drive ko created in me the desire to learn even more. So, nakatutong ngayon ako sa sales. Sabi ko, what if I work now and then get into that position? So, nung pumasok sa sales, medyo lumaki-laki naman ang kita ko dahil sa sales may commission, di ba?
Yeah. So, ang process pala, learning from your process, ang goal mo pala, yung first work mo is not to earn, but to learn.
To learn, oo.
Guys, ito lang, let's take it from that. No? You know why? Kasi, kung ang goal mo talaga, kasi ang mindset kasi, yun nga nagiging isang challenge. Pagka-graduate, kikita na ako. Pero, sana magkaroon tayo ng mindset ng continuous learning.
Correct.
Di ba? That's where, nai-stuck ang tao eh. Kaya nga, ba't ninyo ako pinapasweldo na maayos?
Right.
Kasi graduate na ako. But without them knowing, as they learn more, mapopromote sila.
Correct. And at the same time, marami kasi mga young people now, kung ano-anong lesson na nakukuha dun sa TikTok tsaka sa social media, na medyo baldado ang turo. Like for example, may nagsasabing, kailangan po pa ba ng diploma? Kailangan po ba ng education? Diskarte lang. Medyo hindi ako naniniwala dun eh. Kasi para sa akin, the reason why you go to school, kasi ang katulad naman iba, yung pinag-aralan mo, magagamit mo pa ba? Na-miss mo yun eh. The reason why you go to school is to learn how to learn.
Yes.
The discipline of doing research and learning and participation. Diba? Yan ang kinakailangan matuto ng tao. So that paglabas mo ngayon sa mundo, you are now given that natural proclivity to learn, to observe, and to become a better person with better know-how.
And then second part is yung sinabi mo, tumaas na yung sweldo mo nung pumasok ka na sa sales. And FYI, that's the reason why I always encourage people, do not exchange time for money. Because if you exchange time for money, you work 8, you get paid 8, 12, 12. But in sales, you get paid for results, for money.
Correct.
So, ano yung parang naging difference from sweldo na ganito, yung sales, magkano na yung medyo tinatamaan mo na ng income during the time?
Mind changer yung sales eh. Kasi nung wala ka sa sales, pwede ka pang mag-cultivate ng isang attitude na life is so unfair, dami kong trabaho rito, tapos pareho lang bayad. Itong katabi ko, bobo na nga, tamad pa, yun din ang bayad. Pero pag nasa sales ka pala, wala ka na dapat sisihin. Kung hindi ka magsisipag, hindi ka makakabenta ng marami. Kung wala kang benta marami, wala kang commission na malaki.
Tama.
So that is a major game-changing mindset na nakakuha ko. Talagang effort mo na ngayon yan. Wala ka nang sisisihin pag wala kang benta dahil wala kang sipag na binigay dun sa work. That's a mind changer talaga.
And maraming tao would choose sweldo versus commission. Bakit?
Steady eh. Yung bang predictable yan. Kaya magtrabaho ko, kaya matulog ako, kaya wala akong ginawa, nag-add to cart lang ako. Andyan yung steady stream of income. What they don't understand is, it costs you a lot. What does it cost you? The opportunity to earn more. So, kung yun ang iniisip kasi, hindi na ako maghihirap, tsaka, alam mo, galing ka rin naman sa sales, di ba, Chinky? One of the biggest reasons kung bakit yung mga tao ayaw pumasok sa sales,
Bakit?
the fear of rejection.
Yes. Grabe.
Okay, so, pag takot ka ma-rejected, kako yun lang word na rejection is wrong. So, whenever I give seminars sa mga salespeople, sabi ko, how many of you have been rejected? 90% of the time. Sabi ko, all of you are wrong. You have never been rejected.
Ano?
You were merely refused. Because the only people who have the authority to reject you are the people closest to you. Like your family members, they don't like you, they reject you.
Wow.
Eh, yung client mo, hindi mo naman family members yan. Maliban na sa biyanan mo, siguro. So you were only refused. When you change your mind that way, you say, na-refuse ako Teka, maybe there's something wrong with my presentation. Maybe the time is not right. Maybe my client woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Babalikan ko yan. So lumalakas ngayon ng resilience mo.
Wow. Dapat pagka nagkaroon ka nga ng probably refusal, tanungin mo yung sarili mo, ano yung pwede kong improve?
Correct.
Hindi yung, nako, hindi para sa akin.
Correct, yes.
So, okay, ito. Controversial ng konti. Nangarap tayo na kumita tayo ng 1 million. When did you hit your first million? At what age and what year, more or less?
Hindi ko alam, hindi ko maalala dahil lahat ng pera ko, asawa ko may hawak. But that is also a very nice principle.
Why?
Kasi gusto ko i-exercise yung aking strength.
Na?
Which is vision, creation, look at the economy, communication. Yun. Mahilig ako mag-project, mahilig ako mag-conceptualize, mahilig ako mag-visualize. No? Straight naman ni Lilia, yung ninang mo, di Ilocana, ihumawag ng pera. And so, you won't believe me. I don't even know how much money I make in a year.
Oh.
But she does.
Oh.
But she never tells me. Diba? So that way, I'll just concentrate on my strength and I'll let Ilocana practice her strength. So, if honest to goodness, if you're gonna ask me this question, when ba yun at makano? I can't answer you because I wasn't concerned. Ang pinakamalaking concern ko is this. Kung kumita man ako ngayon, do I have the capability to sustain this? Or should I even improve more? Because times will change. Huling-huli ko yan. Yan ang mga advantage ko galing sa garments. So sa garments kasi, ito trade secret, Chinky.
Okay.
Sa 10 design nilalabas namin, siguro mga 7 designs ang hindi kikita. Pero yung 3 designs na yan, pag kumita yan, bawing-bawing ngayon yung losses dun sa 7 at kumikita pa kami ng konti. So when you ask me, Francis, ano pa talaga ang business mo? Nagmamanufacture, nagbebenta ka ba ng pantalon?
Ano?
Ang sagot kasi, no.
Ano?
My business is managing failure. If I have less failure, I have higher profitability. Kaya sanay ako eh. Yung bang mag-fail ako ngayon, it's just one of the 7 designs. What's troubling you? So I'll concentrate on the 3 and make it 4. And that mindset I still carry to today.
Grabe guys. Kung one life lesson ng money lesson that you can pick up, trial and error. Ang goal mo is to more tries and minimize the error.
Correct. Yeah.
And the best way to minimize error, it's not doing it on your own.
Right. Correct.
Diba? It's learning.
From the errors of others.
Guys, ito lang. I've been in this communication thing for probably 15 to 17 years. Di ko na nga, I lost count na rin. But I don't think I will have achieved what I have achieved if I did not learn from you. Ang dami mo kasi sa akin tinuro. Chinky, huwag mo gagawin to. Chinky, huwag mo sasabihin to. Chinky, di ba? So imagine mo, dapat pagdaanan ko yon. Pero na-minimize ko yung mistake ko.
Kahit hanggang ngayon, di ba? We still have to go through the process of continuous learning pa rin. As a matter of fact, lalong-lalo na ngayon. We have to learn it. And just one success in the past is no guarantee you're gonna be successful again tomorrow unless we improve it.
Pwede ka makachamba.
Right.
Let's go to handle naman. Handle.
Oo.
Hawak ng pera. So, how does a Francis Kong handle his money? Ay, alam ko na si, ano ba?
Oo, ninang mo yan. Siya nag-handle. Kaya ang tawag dyan, handle with care.
Handle with care. Pero ikaw, personally, do you really prioritize savings? Ikaw, nag-iipon ka ba?
Ganito. Siyempre, meron din ako mga gustong bilhin.
Oh.
Meron akong gustong maposes.
Yeah.
And one important lesson I've learned in life is there's a difference between price and value.
Oh.
No? So, mahilig ako sa mga bagay na mamahalin, pero alam kong nag-appreciate ang value niyan. Natetempted ako dun sa mga mura, pero isang gamitan lang, dalawang gamit, talo. So, pagka long term ang iniisip natin, lugi ako rito. Ito, mukhang mabigat ngayon, pero may returns pala. And therefore, ang pagka-handle ngayon ng pera ay kami mag-asawa, simple lang. It takes 2 yeses to make a buy.
Wow.
I want to buy something. I said yes. Sabi niya, no, we don't buy.
Okay.
If I say, sweetheart, I want to buy this, siya naman, yes, we buy.
Okay.
So, hindi kami nag-aaway. And then, 2 minds are better than 1. So, we can discuss now what's the benefit of keeping this. And so, yan ang pag-handle ng pera namin.
Ang ganda ng formula. Oo, kasi yung sa family namin, kami dalawa ni misis ko, yes ako, yes siya, buy yun. Pero siya, no ako, yes siya, buy pa rin. Oo, yun yung isang ano eh. And then, 26 years of marriage, and this is what I've realized also, Ninong. Marriage is just like a workshop.
Right.
The other one work and the other one shops. So, right now, tapos na tayo sa handle. Okay. How does a Francis Kong invest and grow his money?
Alam mo yung handle na yan, ha? Bago tayo pumunta sa next topic. We're celebrating our 45th wedding anniversary this year. Pero, teka, hindi nyo alam ang story eh.
May bawi.
Naka-engage kami for 9 years before we got married.
Oh,
That's 45 plus 9, di ba?
54.
Oo. Pero alam mo ba, pagka nanonood kami ng Netflix, makahawak pa rin ang kamay namin.
Wow. Hawak kamay.
Pag nagsha-shopping kami, makahawak rin ang kamay. Kasi pag may bumitaw, may magsha-shop. Kaya hahawakan mo yan. So, you were talking about the next one?
Invest.
Invest. So, the biggest investment according to Shark Tank,
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban, and Warren Buffett. Pareho eh.
Ano?
Warren Buffett. Hindi buffet. Pagkain pala yun. Warren Buffett and Cuban says the same thing. The biggest investment you need to have is to invest in yourself for your personal growth.
Oh.
So, kaya ako, kahit masikip ang pera ko noong araw, naniwala si Ilocana. Biro mo, mahirap mag-balance ng budget namin sa bahay dahil konti lang kita. Pero kapag sinabi ko, sweetheart, I need to buy a book. Mahal ng libro para sa amin. Maglalabas yan. Tapos yan naman ang magsasacrifice. Kaya isa sa mga pinakamalaking bagay na maintindihan natin sa journey, dapat supportado eh. Each one should believe in the other one should believe in the other one too. No? So, yung investment ngayon, habang tumatagal nakakaroon naman ng pera, I'm a very traditional investor. Wala akong masyadong hilig sa mga fad. No? Kasi yung volatility masyadong ganun eh.
Tama.
So ako yung doon sa slow and sure. So I would have investments in properties, in choice places, by the way. I'll have investments in certain things that it's easily to be sold, pero naka-appreciate yung value. And mostly, the biggest investment I have is in the children of my education as well.
Wow.
Kasi okay na tayo eh. But what about them? Diba?
Yeah.
So ngayon nakikita ko naman mukhang nag-yield na magandang returns.
Yeah, especially, di ba, si Brian,
Oo.
owner of
Now restaurant, saka Kurimo Ice Cream.
Yes.
Itong si Hana naman. So, she's a very famous designer ngayon, gumagawa ng mga wedding gowns and cocktail dresses. At yung bunso ko, si Rachel,
Oo.
she's now handling the most difficult business in the family.
Ano yun?
Her father. Okay yun. Diba?
Siya yung nagmamanage.
So ngayon, so they all have entrepreneurial mindset.
Mhm.
So diversify ko. Alam naman natin yun, do not put all of your eggs in one basket. Pero mahal ang eggs ngayon sa Amerika. So, yun po.
Talking about investment, I can recall na totoo yan na talagang before you invest in other things, no, jewelries, property, gold, ang best investment is in ourselves. I can still recall in 1997, one time only it happened, never happened again. Zig Ziglar came to the Philippines, Philippine Plaza.
Yes.
Hindi ko makalimutan yun. 2-day session, 5,000 pesos.
Mahal na nun.
Grabe.
Oo, mahal yun.
1997.
Yeah.
Ang equivalent right now siguro 50,000.
Correct. Oo.
Pero guess what was the topic? How to speak effectively in public and how to remove your fear.
Oh my. Returns na ngayon. Ano, ha?
Grabe. Kaya nga, ito lang guys, just like to baka may mag-comment niya, you're saying that because you're in the education industry, you want to sell more books, sell more That's not the point. Again, let me tell you this. If you don't believe in educating yourself, upgrading yourself, wala tayong problema. Di ba? Pero yun nga ang one thing that I learned, correct me if I'm wrong, mahirap gawin ang isang bagay kapag di mo alam.
Exactly. And as a matter of fact, sabi nga ni Jim Rohn, formal education, nakapag 4-year course ka, formal education can earn you a living.
Yes.
Self-education can earn you a fortune.
So, talking about, sige, one more part of education. How much time do you read? How much time do you research at your present present time right now?
The best example I can give you is what happened 3 days ago. I had a whole day leadership training. So I would go to the venue at around 8. I'll finish the whole thing by 5:30. I go home. That day, full engagement ang tawag ko dyan.
Yeah.
I still spent 3.5 hours of learning, studying, research.
Wow.
Pero may trade-off yan.
Ano?
Wala na akong time for other stuff like social life o kaya artista or entertainment. It's not because it's not good. It's because my area of interest now over the years, naging habit ko na yung talagang mag-aral on how to grow myself.
Yeah.
So there's education,
Yeah.
there's entertainment. Hindi rin pwedeng walang entertainment.
Yes.
And that's what we do when we watch Netflix. Diba?
Yes.
Pero the best talaga is investing in things that can add value to your success goals.
Kaya nga, this coming November, actually, Ninong Francis organized a group, right? And where are we going?
November, I am going to organize itong tinatawag na mentoring study tour. Ito yung mga taong nakakasama ko. Many of them are business leaders,
Yes.
big-time business leaders
Yes.
also. So, sama-sama tayo, kasama ka Tapos, pupunta tayo sa New York. 2 days lang. Makikinig tayo ngayon dito sa the best of the best practitioners ng mga rockstars na hinahangaan ko. You're gonna have Seth Godin on marketing. You're gonna have Brené Brown on emotional intelligence. You're gonna be listening to Scott Galloway, James Clear, Atomic Habit. You're gonna be listening to Dr. Adam Grant. Ayun, talagang fanboy ako niyan. The best in organizational psychology. And you're gonna be listening and watching Simone Biles. Hindi ko lang sure, baka magsiserko-serko siya.
Wow.
Gymnast kasi ito. And then, after every day, all of these great minds, I will convene. Tapos doon tayo sa breakout study group. Nakakuha ko sa organizer na isang breakout room. And then we'll process the lesson.
Wow.
What did you learn from Seth? Ikaw naman, how do you apply that into business? Tapos, time for collaboration and network.
Grabe. And last but not the least, from the CHIP method, learn how to create money, handle money, invest money. And last is protect money. How does a Francis Kong protect his money?
Wala pa kaming masyadong pera nung araw. Naniniwala na ako dun sa mga protection katulad ng insurances. So, we're pretty covered. The only thing is that si Ninang nagkaroon ng health condition.
Yeah.
So, hindi na siya pwedeng kumuha ng insurance ngayon.
Yes.
Pero ako, As of this day, ngayon pinag-uusapan natin, nakalusot ngayon ako sa isang health insurance plan. At my age, this is the last time na ako makakwalify. Talagang dumaan ako sa butas ng karayom, no? So, for example, nung nagkaroon ng health condition yung ninang mo, alam mo yung pera, parang tubig yan. Araw-araw, grabe. So I was thinking, and I said, buti na lang the Lord has given us the opportunity to save. Pagkatapos, we have a little bit extra, no? What about the other families na hirap? I also learned from one insurance company president who said the average Filipino is just one hospitalization away from poverty.
Totoo.
So ngayon iniisip ko, teka, breadwinner ako eh. Kung hindi ko bibigyan ng pansin yung protection na yan, I will be a burden to my children. Eh, they're starting their own business and their own career. I don't want to have that happen. So that's one protection. Others naman, syempre, the biggest feeling of freedom I have right now, wala akong utang. That's why I'm free to make decisions. Kapag ikaw ay may utang, hindi restricted ka talaga sa iyong galaw. So, people might probably expect me to say, may protection ako kasi meron akong ganitong pera. No, it's all those things collectively ang nagbibigay ng protection dun sa pinaghirapan mo, pinag-ipunan mo, at pinag-grow mong pera. Yeah.
Guys, ang galing nito. First, why should we have yung mga tinatawag na mga protection in terms of health insurance, life insurance, non-life insurance? Because basically, what you're doing is you are transferring the risk. Diba? Imbis na ikaw ang gumastos ng lahat just in case na may mangyaring mga pangyayari na hindi naman iniasahan at wag sana mangyari, protektado ka. Hindi mauubos ang iyong kayamanan. Tama?
Yes, and the philosophy of insurance is to replace lost income.
Yes.
No? So, kaya kailangan natin talaga yun. Apart from that, siyempre may emergency fund din.
Yeah. Eh yung pangalawa natutunan ko naman in terms of protection na sinasabi niya, yung wala ka ng utang, wala ka ng bad debt. Yung bad debt na, syempre, tubig, kuryente, upa, matrikula, gamot. You are protected from stress. Whether we like it or not, the number one source of sickness.
Stress talaga yun.
And finance, pera is one of the major cause of stress.
Right.
Kaya nga, si Ninong, 101 na to. Pinatay yung edad eh. Hindi, imagine mo, at your, you're still at your prime, di ba? Na, kasi nga, I do believe na yung isang major factor yung financial aspect, hindi mo na masyadong iniisip.
Tsaka hindi lang yan. In 10 years, more. Magpipik na ako.
So, hindi sabihin wala pa sa peak.
Okay.
So, again, the entire equation, create, handle, invest and protect.
Ganda.
Do you think that's a good model?
Yeah, very good. Kasi pag hindi mo tinuro yan, ang alam nila yung binibili sa snacks eh.
Ano yun?
Cheap.
Cheapy. Okay, so right now, this is what I want you to do to maximize our learning session. This is a Money Master session. Mamaya, i-post nyo itong video and I want you to do a self-evaluation. 1 is the lowest, 5 is the highest. Check nyo. Kung 1, lowest, kunyari sa creation, 1 to 5, nasaan ka ng level right now? 1 lowest, 5 highest. Pakitype sa comment section. Number 2, handle. Sa savings, management, utang, nasaan ka na? 1 to 5. Sa investment, nasaan ka na? 1 to 5. And last but not least, protection. Health insurance, life insurance, non-life insurance, nasaan ka na? 1 to 5. So what we basically did with this session of ours, we help you to actually check your entire
portfolio.
Portfolio para malaman mo. And if you want to further know your, if you want group coaching, for people who wants to be part of our TYL community, we teach you on how you can apply yung CHIP method. So if you want to be part, all you need to do is just go to the link in the comment section or type CHIP right now, CHIP, in the comment section. So, Ninong Francis, before we end, I just want to challenge you. Meron akong papakita sa inyo. Here is a pack of cards. It's called a wealth cards.
Okay.
Dito kasi, whether we like it or not, I don't know if you agree with the statement, how we were raised when we were young directly affects the way you view money today.
Malaking bagay.
Oo. Yeah. Yung tinatawag na mga money trauma and money wounds. So, In this pack of cards, we will help people to heal their money wounds. Pick a card, please.
Mukhang magma-magic trick ka pa rito.
Oo. And then, read the one at the back. Yung money
Meron
wound
na ba?
statement muna.
Ang pera ay mahirap kitain pero ang bilis ubusin. Yeah, that's true.
Tapos yung sa kabila, pakibasa to sa taas.
Declare mo to. Kaya kong maging wise sa paggamit ng pera para mas tumagal ang pinaghirapan ko.
And then yung may healing verse.
Planning carefully leads to success, but rushing leads to problems. And that's taken from Proverbs 21:5. Ganda, ah?
So it's a daily devotion. And then ang gagawin nila, ilalagay lang nila dito sa window. So that they will be able to see.
May window pa. Oh, galing.
So this for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, malaking bagay ito.
So again, friends, Francis right now, believe it or not, just released his own YouTube channel. Naku, palakpakan naman, mga kapatid. Can you tell us about the channel that you started?
Well, the channel is called Conversation, and Chinky is one of the first few guests that I had. Ang gusto kong mangyari kasi, yung bang masira yung traditional mga boring questions, because you ask boring questions, you get boring answer. Pero ito yung mga diving deep into the very heart of the person, drawing insights and experiences about their success journey as well as their challenges before in a very practical way, with the objective of inspiring and educating people so that, you know, I want everybody to be successful. We'll have a better country, we'll have a better society. And so that's Conversation, featuring the best of the best in industry, in arts, in profession, academia. So watch out for that.
So again, to check him out, we'll just put the link below. At the same time, yung kanya ng mga Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Nino.
Thank you, Chinky. Salamat.
Maraming salamat. And I hope that you have learned. And then please, paki-type lang sa comment section what you have learned. And then please interact with us. Tatandaan, tamang karunungan, tamang disiplina po ang susi sa pagyaman.
I met him 70 plus years old na si Tatay Jose. Meron siya isang dilapidated house. Lumang-luma na. Wala na siyang hanap buhay, wala siyang income. Ang pinaka-source of income na lang niya is yung may dalawang kwarto doon na may umuupa for 3,000 naman. Sabi ko, Tatay, itong property mo is worth something. Why don't you sell it? Nabenta na yung property for around 3-something million.
Wow!
3-something million. Not a big amount in today's world, but for a guy na walang pera, that's a big amount.
From helping first-time buyers to guiding seasoned investors, Carl D. has dedicated his career to empowering Filipinos.
Known for his extensive knowledge, strategic insights, and proven track record in the Philippine real estate market.
Hinawakan niya kamay ko, sabi niya, Carl, salamat. Hindi ko na akalain na for the past 10-20 years naghihirap ako. Sabi ko, Tatay, magkano mo nabili ito? Sabi niya, a few thousand pesos, 10-20,000 pesos. Kung kailan pa ako naging 70 plus, doon pa ako naging milyonaryo. Yung taong walang pera, masisave kayo ng property na bahay niyo. All because binili niyan noong unang panahon. Kaya I tell my friends na as much as possible talaga,